Here we go. 18 Gator. 54. Watch 54. Blue there. Blue there. Set. Hold.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, Swift. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, read. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Check, 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 check. He's coming. Double up. You're out. He's coming.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check, 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 check. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he loses the football a second time. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready, ready.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, Safe, safe, safe.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And some room to roam now.
Go. It's running.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. 59 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Rabbit. Protein spill. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 31. Blue draw Corkers. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go one more. Check.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Love. Got his target, Samuel. 23 yards on the play. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st down, San Francisco.
25. Check 25. 61. Matchbox. Light. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Baby, let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Defense with Leo. Check, check, check.
Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lutz puts this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. Come on. Switch. Ready.
On second down, Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And some room to work. And down to the 29-yard line. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 29-yard line. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check 9. Ready, go.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Yep. Hurry. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that pass.
Throwing on first down. Love looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 72 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
When you're thinking about your opening drive in the third quarter, you're thinking about exactly that, putting together a drive. But instead, what did we get?
Big pass downfield, touchdown. I thought, okay, just sitting back in my chair, let's get eased in, a couple runs. No, boom.
Yeah, forget the body blows, folks. Let's throw the big shot right now.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. On play action, they'll throw.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
30 base. Check back. X3. 218. Jump. Let's go.
On first down. Dobbins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
60 out long.
It's a pickup of 6.
Dude.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Got four now.
Hey, high spin.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Niners take over.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Chance, my chance, my chance. Hey, go, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Broco. Wahoo. Hey, one set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We play to win. Let's go.
31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, what?
Move. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go.
Go now. Mike 54. Mike 54.
80 weapons.
Let's get that ball right here. Watch twist. Mike,
go.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. It's a party.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. Touchdown, 49ers.
Great job,
Matt
man.
Breida,
Keep getting those
already
touchdowns.
his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Mike 54.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room past the 20. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Hey, here we go. Watch the,
Zoom.
Watch the pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Set, ready. Right there. 60 Pittsburgh. You go night-night. Go night-night. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Turning into a real... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Get it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Hey, wahoo!
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. They'll look to throw here. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Topper!
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Ready?
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
18 Gator.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line.
Down. 15 line.
15 at the 17-yard line.
4 down.
5.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hey, got tight left, tight ends left. H3, 2, 18. What happened?
On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
3 down.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Sets up first down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.